What is up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna do a ranking video, and I'm gonna be ranking the Back to the Future films. So yeah, this is really overdue. Because honestly, I love Back to the Future, and I haven't made a video on it yet. So yeah, I really need to make more Back to the Future videos, because honestly, I've always loved it, and it's up there with, you know, some of my favorite movie franchises of all time. I guess you could call it a trilogy, because since there are 3 movies in the Back to the Future trilogy or franchise, whatever. But yeah, today I'm gonna be ranking them. As I said, I'm gonna try to do more, do more stuff with movies that I like that I haven't really made videos on before. And yeah, I mean, I've always liked Back to the Future. I think it's great, and yeah, so I'm gonna be ranking them. So let's go on with number 3. Last place here, we got Back to the Future Part 3. I actually think this one's good. Yeah, I think it's good. But as you can see, it's not my favorite. I think the first 2 are better, and yeah. So I think this is a pretty good final installment in the trilogy, and yeah, I mean, the only reason I just don't like this one compared to the others, I mean, okay, as I said, I think this one's good, but the only reason that it's here is because I don't know, I just find I found the other one's a little bit more entertaining, and also I don't like Clara being in this one. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I wish it was just Doc and Marty for this one, and I feel like that would have been more appropriate for the final adventure. Having Clara thrown in the mix isn't too great in my opinion, and I find her kind of annoying, so yeah. Also the Western feel, not a huge fan of the Western feel, but I mean, I used to dislike it, really dislike it. It kind of grew on me, but I'm still not a huge fan of it. I mean, I prefer 2015 Back to the Future 2. I mean, 1955. I prefer basically all the other timelines, all the other times than this one. The 1885 is probably about my least favorite time, but that's fine. I still think it's kind of cool seeing, like, the rich history of Hill Valley. It's still kind of cool seeing that, and I think it's a good movie, and yeah, I really like the opening where they're in 1955, and then, like, Marty and, you know, Doc are there, and I also like the 1955 Doc. He's, like, really funny, and I just love, like, his reaction when he sees Marty again. He's just like, ah, and then he, like, falls on the piano. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I think it's good. Could have been better, and but yeah, I think it's a good final installment in the trilogy, and yeah, I think there's a lot of nice things to be had with it, and yeah. Number 2, we have Back to the Future Part 2, and yeah, I actually really love this one. I think it's great. Yeah, I think it's just a really great film, and some people don't like it. I personally love it, and yeah, I love 2015 in this film. 2015 from an 80s perspective. It's funny, just seeing, like, all the things that like a hoverboard, and I'm like, and then it's kind of funny to think that 2015 is now in the past, so when it's in this film from the future, it's kind of funny. And it's also funny seeing, like, a hoverboard and everything, and flying cars, and not in the real 2015, but yeah, I like 2015 in this movie. I think it's, like, really fun just seeing how they thought it would be in the 80s or whatever. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool to see that, and I like the way 2015 is too. I kind of wish it was like that here, but flying cars actually is not that good of an idea. But I wish we had hoverboards, not those things that they call hoverboards that have wheels on it. That's not a hoverboard. It shouldn't be called a hoverboard. But yeah, I also like the idea of this film. I think it's just cool, and I love how old Biff. Also, I love old Biff. Old Biff is, like, really awesome, and, like, he's pretty funny, but and Griff is also pretty nice too. I kind of like Griff too, and I just like the idea of old Biff going to 1955 after he stole the DeLorean, and just basically giving the sports almanac to his younger self to, you know, give him a better life. And then I just like what it goes. I just like this idea, and then obviously there's, like, there's an alternate 1985, and it's just like hell, and I just like seeing it. I think it's really great to see that the 1985. I think it's original and cool. So yeah, I like Biff really stole this movie. Biff was really great. I love 1985 alternate Biff and 2015 Biff and 1955 Biff. I love Biff in this movie is just really great. And yeah, I think the ending in this film is like kind of not that great, just because it's kind of like it leaves you wanting more. Like, you need to watch like the third film in order for at the end of this, you know, because like the end of it is just kind of like it leaves you wanting more. So yeah, I wish it could have been a little better, but yeah. But yeah, I think it's a really good film. I like 2015. I think it's fun. The hoverboard chase is really cool, and there's a lot of fun to be had with this film. And yeah, 1955, it was kind of weird how they went back there, but I think it was kind of cool just to see it. And yeah, it was, the effects were actually pretty impressive. How like the you know, when they're in 1955, and there's obviously the Marty that was there in the first film, and then the one in the second film. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I love Back to the Future 2, and yeah. Number one is, of course, Back to the Future, the original. Yeah, it's just incredible. One of my favorite movies of all time. The original Back to the Future is just incredible. It's just incredible. It's just so amazing. There's just so much, like, great stuff in this movie. And I just love the idea of it, you know, going back with this, and then you know, he interacts with his parents, which, you know, so then he has, and then he kind of messes with history, and then he has to get his parents back together. So yeah, in the end, he, of course, spoilers, okay, spoilers, obviously, he changes history, and yeah, kind of for the better, as Biff is not really like a bully anymore, and his dad is not bullying his dad or whatever. But yeah, Biff is great. All the characters are great. Marty's awesome. I love the scene where he's like, "Damn, I'm late for school," and then it's like, that's the power of love. That great song, great scene. I like when he's on a skateboard and doing all that stuff. Awesome movie, incredible. One of my favorite movies of all time, as I said. Awesome with how he goes back to 1955. I love the thing I like about this one is like just his reaction to being in 1955. He's like, it's the first time. Like, I mean, it's like just the first time ever time traveling. It's just kind of cool to see his reaction. Like, is he in a dream or what? He's like, yeah, it's pretty cool to see it, and nice to see his reaction, and yeah, it's great. Doc is great, of course. Yeah, I love the scene where George McFly, obviously, when he punches Biff. Like, that's one of my favorite scenes. It's just so awesome when he just punches Biff, and it's just like so great. And yeah, skateboard chase is super awesome, and yeah, there's just so much awesome things in this movie, and yeah, one of my favorite movies of all time. Incredible, great, and yeah, that's my video. So thanks for watching my ranking of the Back to the Future films, and yeah, stay tuned for possibly more ranking videos, and you know, just some more diverse things on my channel. So thanks for watching, and bye.